RTI digital podcast and series tonight. Happy to be joined by new Tennessee cornerback from Auburn. It was in the transfer portal. Kamal Hadden joins us this evening. Kamal, what's up, buddy? How are you?
What's up, man? How's it going? I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. And you're first off, let's start with the overall decision to decide to transfer to Tennessee. What went in that process after you entered the transfer portal, and what has that been like, since then, maybe taking calls from other schools and trying to narrow down that list?
It just been it been real, like I said, it been like real up tempo, and it slowed down at times, but I just stuck with it and just stayed down with it. It been real fast. There a lot of people been calling my phone, trying to find out what's what and why'd I leave and where am I going. So, I've been getting a lot of phone calls and text messages. So that's really how it been going the last couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? And I just been taking this time just to really think and just really think hard on what my next decision is, because we can't do this again. You know what I'm saying? So that's just really what I was doing.
When you were going through the process the first time around, I understand that there was a relationship with former, Tennessee cornerback, defensive back coach Willie Martinez.
Yes.
How big was that in your decision to pick Tennessee this time around and not go with the staff at UCF the last time around?
Well, it really was big because, I already had a great relationship with Coach Martinez and Coach Hype. So, it was just like, they at the level that I want to be at. I want to stay in the SEC. That was a big thing for me, staying in the SEC. So it was just really a big thing of, it was just like it was just like kind of magical that they had came to Tennessee in the SEC and I had transferred or whatever. So I was real excited about it when I heard about it and when they reached out. So it was just real fun, man. And I really enjoyed the process, and I'm just ready to get to work now.
Before we get into stats and your football, career so far, did it almost feel like a family type decision whenever you chose Tennessee and decided to commit up here and play football just because of your past relationship? Like you talked about it and said, okay, they were at UCF, not in the SEC, but then all of a sudden the staff is brought into the Southeastern Conference, and it maybe opened up your eyes a little bit once you hit the portal.
Yeah, when they even weren't in the SEC, they still was one of my top schools. Like they were my top three, even when I committed with like Auburn and all them. So I just knew they were great people and they really wanted me, and we both were intentional on what we wanted and what it was before then. So we just had a good relationship. And then like when they came to the SEC, it was just like a plus. So it was really fun and cool with that. And yeah, that's really, man. It really does feel like a family, and they really bringing me in, man. One of the major things was yesterday we had a Zoom meeting, and I think that's what really just topped it off with my mom yesterday, and they just really made her feel like a family, and she really was excited about it. We talked that night, and she really was just happy with it, and I couldn't ask for no more, because she's the number one priority. Then it's me, so that was a huge thing.
So you said you had a Zoom meeting yesterday. So
yep.
What was that conversation like where you get off of Zoom with Coach Hype or Coach Martinez and everybody else involved, and then you have to talk to Mom about it? Okay, Mom, right. Are you down for this? Going to Knoxville, this is where I end up. Did it help that there was a previous relationship in this decision? And what was the reaction from Mom when you said, hey, I want to go to Knoxville?
Really, it was just like she really hit it off first, like because they just were talking about like how they would like help me and how they would take care of me at Tennessee, like not just football. Football is like the least talk of our whole conversation. So that's really what got her attention, and that's what she brought it to me, like, come on, I really like Tennessee, but this is your decision. But she was really like impressed just with the whole like everything, how they were off the field and like academics, that's real big. and just putting school first and then ball and then helping me become the man that I need to be. She really felt comfortable. That's one thing I can say. She really felt comfortable with them. So that's really what made the decision that, because once I got the validation with her, it's all good with me because we already had the relationship and I already had, established that with them. So yeah, that was good.
When will you enroll at Tennessee? Will you start the beginning of June during the summer session, I guess?
Yes, I believe I'll be starting with the plan is for me to be starting with everybody else. So June 4th, or like Memorial Day weekend or something like that, I'll be heading down.
Okay, good. Okay, that's good to hear for Tennessee fans. You getting to start in early June, not have to wait until later on. Let's talk football just for a second. Independence, college. I think everybody knows Independence by now.
Yep.
I would imagine they do. What was that like playing JUCO ball, there, and then trying to make that transition into Division I Southeastern Conference football? Take us back to Independence.
Independence, man, that really was like a huge stepping stone for me. You know what I'm saying? It was really big. It really I needed that. Like my game really developed. It was like things that I got from being at a junior college. It really helped me. You know what I'm saying? I made friends that'll last forever. Still to this day, that I go back and I ask them questions, even when I'm at D1. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing them, and it motivates them to get where I'm at. So that was just big, and it really was fun playing JUCO, and then when I went to the SEC, it was just like, man, it was a dream. So every day it was just like, go out and give it your all, because I really used to sit and play the game like I want to do this, but I never actually it never was really in reach until after junior college or during junior college. So it really was like every day was just like I'm living a dream. So
hey, when you were getting recruited out of Independence, and you had in 2019 you got to play, they didn't get to play in 2020. And your numbers were good coming out of there. And I'm wondering about the recruiting process out of Independence. Did you already know of kind of Rodney Garner, in a sense, the defensive line coach that was at Auburn? Was there any kind of relationship there?
No, sir, because I wasn't heavily recruited out of high school, so I didn't really know anybody in the coaching game.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant from coming out of Independence.
Well, out of Independence as well. I never no, I did not know Coach Gardner.
Okay. Now, when you made the decision to go to Auburn, which is a school that they went a different direction with their coaches, and now they had somebody different. What was that experience like, going through, spring practice, going through winter workouts, and then just deciding that, you had to make a decision for your own, that maybe somewhere else was better for you?
It really was tough, because I made a lot of good friends, and I made a lot of good teammates. So it really was tough making the decision. I spoke with my mom a couple of times on it. I really spoke with my high school coach on it a lot. We spoke several times on it. So it wasn't an easy decision, but at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you. So
is it, in your opinion, last couple of questions, and I appreciate you joining. In your opinion, is it good, though, that you got to go through a spring with a Southeastern Conference school, go through winter workouts and whatnot? Because a lot of times you see this where kids don't get that opportunity before transferring, or they might have to wait, in a sense. Was it good for you that you at least got that practice, and especially the spring game?
Yeah, I feel it was good, just getting the experience of what everything is like, what the college life is like, and like being a college athlete. It's very different from Independence, I could say that. So I feel like that was good, and I got my feet wet, that spring. So that was a plus. But I feel like it still would have been the same result even if I didn't, get that spring anywhere I go, because I know what I can do on my end on the football field. So
what can Tennessee fans expect out of you when it comes to your game? How do you play? what's been your motto of going through this and learning the game at different areas? What can Vol fans expect?
They could just expect a playmaker, somebody that's gonna make plays and and change the game. I really just go through this whole football thing like, who wanted more? Everybody, technique is good, technique and that, technique is the main thing. But like at the end of the day, it's like who wanted more? We're gonna line up. We've been doing this all our life, most of the people that's playing. So it's still football at the end of the day, and it really just comes down to who wanted more, man. Who gonna get nasty for it.
Last question. How did Coach Martinez present it to you when it comes to, we kind of know the position type that you would play, but what would the defense look like for you? How's that going to be playing for him in that spot?
He spoke he spoke about it, but really it was just like focusing on me coming in, because we all know what I bring to the table on the field. So it really was just coming in, working hard and earning that that role or whatever it is. I don't want anything handed to me, and I don't even want them saying to me, what I'm going to get before I earn that spot. So really it was just coming in, working hard, and everything else to play for itself. If they didn't need me, I wouldn't be getting recruited. So that was that.
Kamar, congratulations on your commitment to Tennessee and your transfer. Wish you the best of luck and safe travels whenever you get up to Knoxville, buddy.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us on the RTI podcast, bud.
Yep.